First of all, local global model is what brought me into Quest. It's something that really I understood from the beginning was going to be a big differentiator for this company. And from a practical point of view, it means that on the delivery side, on the operational side, you don't have one single team working on a project, but you have a team that is partially local, it means local to the customer, and partially it is located in another geography, and most of the cases that happens in India. So when we say local global, it can be in Italy that, for instance, can be partially located in Italy and partially located in India. And we are working exactly like with this model for the last 5 years. Shrihari works with his counterpart in Italy that is there in front of customers, and Shrihari takes care of a team that is here in India, and the two of them work together to make it successful.
Would you like to talk something more?
So typically it's something I see as teams who are geographically apart, but they add value and work as a single team to deliver great value to the customer at a pretty low cost. So it's a very flexible model to support the customer.
We can say that it is a unique model, and so far we are the only company doing that, or probably the company that does that better, I would say. The value comes from the diversity of the team. You have a local team that usually brings the capability aspect. So being there, you can have access to people that have product and domain knowledge that is required by the local customer. And by adding the global component, especially if we talk about India, then you have, of course, a cost advantage because the overall labor cost is lower. But what is also very, very important is that you can add a lot of capacity. In India, you have access to a large talent pool that you don't have access to in Italy.
I think the main challenges we faced in the last 5 years was in terms of the culture. The teams are geographically different, so how can we be together and how can we deliver as a single team? And one of the cornerstone for making it successful was communication, and then communication at all levels. And then also about the process. What we have developed is a project management process along with Duccio, where the goals are aligned towards the value. So each guy knows what he has to do, what value he has to bring onto the table. That's something that I think we did to overcome that.
Yeah, you see, it is not easy because working with a local global model, most of the times people are working together and they don't have a chance to know each other very well at the very beginning because they work in separate locations. So most often it is a virtual communication through emails, now chats, WebEx, over the phone. So it is not simple. It's not as simple as working shoulder to shoulder. So it is very, very important that on the mindset aspect, on the communication aspect, we all invest a lot because that's the key to make it successful.
I think the way I see it is, if it gets embedded into the DNA of Quest, then irrespective of where we are, in what place we are, we work as a single team to deliver the value to the customer. And customer doesn't know the pain of interacting with multiple locations. He sees somebody he knows right across the street and gets everything from him. And in the back end, we do have multiple teams, engineering teams, each skilled in their own way, unique, adding value to the project or the product. So I see that as a future and the vision.
Absolutely. I mean, for us, so far, local global has mainly meant having someone located close to the customer and the delivery team in India. I think the future, being Quest a company that is expanding worldwide with different delivery centers, the concept will definitely expand and will include probably more than one delivery center in the same projects, and it can be maybe mixing Australia, US, India, and so it's going to be a bright future for us, definitely.